Today I am going to discuss about motion with constant acceleration. Constant means same and acceleration means rate of change of velocity. Friends, in my previous video I have discussed about rest and motion, distance and displacement and speed and velocity. If you want to have a look on that, the link has been given in the description. So welcome to my channel Sony Sing Physics. Friends, if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. A vehicle at rest cannot suddenly start with a constant velocity. There has to be a period when the velocity increases. The rate at which velocity increases is known as acceleration. SI unit of acceleration is meter per second per second. This is always simplified to meter per second square. The symbol for acceleration is small a. We can also represent acceleration in this form, that is change in velocity by time interval. For example, if an object is moving with velocity v1 in time t1 and changes to velocity v2 in time t2, then acceleration can be written in this form v2 minus v1 by t2 minus t1. It means final velocity minus initial velocity by time interval. Now we will understand acceleration and deceleration with the help of these two graphs. In first case, we can assume that an object starts from rest and reaches to velocity 40 meter per second in time 10 seconds. So now when we will calculate the gradient of this graph, it will be y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. This is the formula for a gradient. So after putting the value, we will get the answer 4. Now we look at the unit for this gradient, that will be, since it is velocity by time, so it is meter by second by second. So it will be meter by second square. So the gradient of a velocity time graph is 4 meter per second square. So we can say that gradient of a velocity time graph represents acceleration. In this case, the velocity was 40 meter per second and after applying a brake, it reaches to 0. So when we calculate gradient in this case, the same formula y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, and after putting the value, we'll get a negative value. So negative acceleration is known as deceleration, and we also say that retardation. Retardation or deceleration takes place when we apply a brake in a moving vehicle. This is one of the equations for constant acceleration. V is equal to u plus at, where v is the final velocity, u is initial velocity, a is acceleration and t is time taken. Now with the help of these two graphs, we will understand about this equation in detail. First, we will assume that an object starts from velocity u and after time t second, it reaches to velocity v. Now we will see the same graph in this way. Since this is a velocity time graph, the gradient represents acceleration. Now this u will be u over here because this is a rectangle, and this BC will be 80 when we will apply this formula for a triangle because this is a triangle. So finally this total V will be equal to u plus 80. This is another equation for constant acceleration. S is equal to ut plus half at square, where S is the distance covered, u is initial velocity, t is time and a is acceleration. So as we have seen before, we are taking the same situation. An object starts from velocity u and after time t second reaches to velocity v. So since it is distance cover, and in the graph we know that distance cover means we have to calculate the area under the graph. So when we divide this graph into rectangle and triangle, then area under the graph will be equal to area of this rectangle plus area of this triangle. So area of rectangle will be L into B plus area of triangle will be half into B into H. So when we put the value, it will be U into T plus half into T into AT. So the finally total distance will be UT plus half AT square. Now this equation V is equal to U plus AT, we'll see that how we can prove with the help of calculus method. Suppose the acceleration of a particle is A and it remains constant. Let the velocity at time 0 be U and the velocity at time t be V. Then dV by dt will be equal to A, or dV is equal to A dt. As time changes from 0 to t, the velocity changes from u to v. So on left hand side, the summation is made over v from u, whereas on the right hand side, the summation is made over 0 to t. Evaluating the integral, we'll get v minus u will be equal to at, and when we'll take this u to other side of the equation, v will be equal to u plus at. This v is equal to u plus at equation we can also write in this format: dx by dt is equal to u plus at, where x is the distance covered. When we take this dt over this side, then we can write dx is equal to u plus at under bracket dt. At t is equal to 0, the particle is at x, that is equal to 0. Means when the time is 0, the distance covered is also 0. As the time changes from 0 to t, the position changes from 0 to x. So on the left hand side, the summation is made from on position 0 to x, and on right hand side, the summation is made on time from 0 to t. Evaluating the integral, the above equation, we will get in this format. When we process this equation further, we will get the equation x is equal to ut plus half at square. This is another equation for constant acceleration. Now we will move on to the first one, which was v is equal to u plus at. Square both the side, we will get it. V square is equal to u plus at whole square. Now this is in the form of a plus b whole square. So as per the rule of algebra, we will break it a square plus 2ab plus b square. When we process this equation further, we will get another equation, that is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. So this is the third equation for constant acceleration. Friends, I hope you have understood about constant acceleration. If you have any doubt about the content or any query, please do comment. Thank you.